Helldivers, this is an urgent message and Fortnite lab idea. I've been hearing that there was a lot of layoffs, like 1,000 people lay off from Fortnite Epic Games. Made me think, now that we got this idea of a story where we're fighting a battle between what side we're on. I chose Ice King because I love snow. You guys could choose Foundation, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I can actually see an idea coming that would actually save Fortnite and prevent the end of Fortnite as we know it. Creator of Jonesy to create a new character, because we've been using the same old character over and over, and maybe it's time for Jonesy to rest in peace. Fortnite has been collaborating with other games, Destiny 2 and Assassin's Creed, even Halo. What if all this politics, all these votes, manage Democrats in our war efforts? Helldivers 2, we're trying to really win battle of votes, a side war, where one side is fighting for Foundation, and the other side, me, is fighting for Ice King. What if we had an collecting storytelling where Fortnite and Helldivers 2 collab interactive video game storytelling between Helldivers 2 and Halo meet in the middle of voting Democrats' votes in managed democracy. Plumbers Ben 10 agency, a military cop agency that monitors alien activity. Ben 10 is he's a kid who has a watch that turns into multiple aliens, taking down and cleaning up corrupt alien political government. Why not alien activity throughout the galaxy? Why not have Helldivers look with Halo to Killzone? I loved the game, how it's for like a PlayStation game set in the Halo universe. Great crossovers in Fortnite. A crossover happening with beloved to my generation with Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents. Is an itch in the back of my mind that when I'm playing Helldivers, and yet there's talks of Ben 10 coming to Fortnite now. Ben 10, because now we have regular show, we have Cartoon Network characters coming into Fortnite. Huge talks of Ben 10. Fortnite players picking their sides, taking their votes, and really battling for what side they want to be on. How can we actually do that if we do that with also Helldivers 2? Because Helldivers 2, they also acceptance in a world where it's being conservative, controlled, Republican rednecks, conservative robots, and then there's the gooey religious cults of the bug swarms and the alien armadas with the cold fusion blasters and purple sludge in democracy and Democrats. Actual crossover in Helldivers 2. What if we have a collab world where it's Helldivers 2 crossing into Halo, and now it's crossing into Fortnite. Fortnite has a lot of now this idea of votes in Democratic Republican beliefs where you guys have which side would you be on? I mean, I can actually see this as a really cool, smart tactic for Fortnite, Epic Games, and Arrowhead Studios to come together and say, hey, we both have issues in our games. What if we created an intertwining collab where both our games have a storytelling, interactive world building, Destiny and Helldivers 2 collab into Fortnite to make it more playable, more interactive collab with Destiny 2 also have storytelling and visionary works come into play. That could actually save a lot of money. And you know, we're now doing the side-by-side bar, the votes and interactive sides we're on to count as votes for Helldivers 2 to be collabed into Fortnite, telling an interactive twining story between Fortnite and Helldivers Halo. Halo would be an awesome collab also. Halo has also a lot of sides of democracy, and actually if you think about it, there's a lot of similarities to Halo and Helldivers 2, which is why they did that collab. What if we could do a collab with Fortnite where you could tell an interactive storytelling and create new visionary ideas to keep the story fresh and interactive? And I do like the idea that we're doing this war battle whose side we're on. It would be a great idea to also interact with the plumber's idea. The plumber's idea I have with Ben 10 and the plumbers crossing into Helldivers 2, because there's a lot of, if you think about it, Helldivers 2 is very much like a janitor's cleaning in Men in Black. As a plumbers, police, corporation, Helldivers 2 player versus environment where you're playing with players and gamers. I think it'd be really cool, smart idea to do this creative way of having the Save the World interacting twining story with Helldivers 2 and Halo. Helldivers 2 and Halo, they're all about wiping out aliens and wiping out these politics and corrupt alien armadas and like Vilgax. And we're like the Ben 10 plumbers in Helldivers 2. What if we could have a collab story interacting with the effects just like in Overwatch 2 and now Fortnite, having these intertwining sides that we have to choose on? What if we interacted that with Helldivers 2 with Managed Democracy or Republican or whatever side you want to be on? I actually think that'd be really smart. I still wanted to see a Ben 10 Warbond collab in Fortnite and Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 would be a great collab succession. Let me know the guys think in the discussion. Thank you. Bye. At plumbers, because you think about it, Helldivers comes in, cleans up the messes of all these aliens, monitored government politician, dictator takeovers, where we're also cleaning up, and that's exactly what a plumber, our today's life, would do. They would come in, clean up all the gunk, which actually sounds very similar to what Helldivers is compared to what plumbers in the Ben 10 universe is. Ben 10 is the most beloved Cartoon Network franchise in Warner Brothers history. We have this crossover, Helldivers 2. These plumbers from the Ben 10 universe team up with Halo Helldivers, government politician, dictator takeovers, where we're also cleaning up, and that's exactly what a plumber, our today's life, would do. They would come and clean up all the gunk, which actually sounds very similar to what Helldivers is compared to what plumbers in the Ben 10 universe is. Ben 10 is the most beloved Cartoon Network franchise in Warner Brothers history. We have this crossover, Helldivers 2. These plumbers from the Ben 10 universe team up with Halo Helldivers, top agency that monitors alien activity throughout the galaxy. It spanned throughout many seasons and TV shows, including my favorite version, Ben 10 Omniverse, which that's an excellent love letter to all the classic. Ben 10 is he's a kid who has a watch that turns into multiple aliens, always taking down and cleaning up corrupt alien political government. Why not have Helldivers looked at plumbers? Because you think about it, Helldivers comes in, cleans up the messes of all these aliens, monitored government politician, dictator takeovers, where we're also cleaning up, and that's exactly what a plumber in our today's life would do. They would come in, clean up all the gunk, which actually sounds very similar, Helldivers is, compared to what plumbers in the Ben 10 universe is. I can honestly say, without a doubt, Ben 10 is the most beloved Cartoon Network franchise in Warner Brothers history. And I can actually have this crossover, Helldivers 2. These plumbers from the Ben 10 universe team up with Halo Helldivers.